As a researcher, you are going to show that Ali Arian, in his book, Sell Your Clouds and Keep Your Clouds, has some mistakes. I'm going to modify them. This is the researcher. Means you cannot completely do something new. If you would like to do, then you are not researcher, but you are a writer, but you are an inventor, okay? Not a researcher. So remember these things. So this part is very important. I mean, definition of key terms must be strong, must be academic, must be full of information. In this part, immediately I can find out the knowledge of you about your title. Immediately I can guess you are a good student for this thesis or not. Okay? Definition of key terms. So, after definition of key terms, methodology must be there. Methodology. Mostly, luckily, our studies are qualitative studies. The others are quantitative, and sometimes both of them, quantitative and qualitative. But studies on English literature are only qualitative studies. It means that in this part, I mean in methodology, you are going to tell us in what ways you are going to collect your data and in what ways you are going to analyze your data, okay? Just ways for collecting your data are reading books, reading articles, reading primary sources, reading secondary sources, interviewing sometimes with some people who are so close to the writer or the writer himself or herself, okay? We call it librarian method. Librarian method. The method for English literature is librarian method only, not other methods. Then easily you are going to read some books, some articles. Then here you are going to mention that being a qualitative study, researcher is going to collect the data through reading articles, books, and this, and going on to the internet sites also, okay, which are available for the researcher. And you are going to talk about these things in this part. I mean, methodology, my dear friends. Another part of proposal is limitations and delimitations. 9. Limitations and delimitations, my dear friends. What does it mean? It means that while doing research, you have faced some problems. For example, I'm going to ask you in your Viva session why you have chosen Pinter's caretaker and room. Why birthday party is not there? Another play by Pinter. Why birthday party is not there? Okay. Before your Viva session, in your proposal, you should talk about your shortcomings. Okay, your problems. Because of the shortage of time, I have chosen only 2 works by Pinter. Because books are not available about Pinter's, what we say, works. Because articles are not so much available about power politics in birthday party by what we say, by this man, by Pinter. That is why I have chosen these 2 works. And the others also can choose some others. Why you haven't gone into these works through postcolonialism? Sorry, through postmodernism. Why you have chosen postcolonialism. Then here, in this part, you should say that because uh, I found that this one is interesting in works of Pinter, and because my variable is power politics, so I found that post-colonialism is so much related to this case, to this variable. That is why I have chosen post-colonialism. You see, my dear friends. Then, the other part is suggestions for further studies. Suggestions for further studies. What does it mean? It means that, my dear friends, maybe you can offer. Already I said you how to find titles. Okay, I told you you can go through the thesis which already have written by other students. It has a part, suggestions for further studies. In there, you can say now for others, for other students, for other researchers, you can offer something. It means that here for Pinter, you can say that, yeah, I have gone through the works of Pinter through postcolonialism, and the other students can go through postmodernism, can go through, for example, feminism, feminism, can go through metaphorical reading, can go through psychology, psychoanalysis, and many things. You can offer something new for other students to do so. So the other part is chapter design, or simply we call it chapterization. Chapter design. What does it mean? It means that you are going to say that this study, this research envisages 5 chapters, 5 chapters. But mostly we say that chapter, including introduction and conclusion. In here, in chapter design, you should talk a little bit about your chapters. Okay? Yes. The study envisages 3 chapters, including introduction chapter and conclusion chapter. In introduction chapter, the researcher is going to talk about the significance of a study, the definition of key terms, for example, literature, methodology, and this and that. Okay. Mostly, your proposal must be the introduction chapter of your thesis, but you should expand it. For example, your proposal can be 15 pages, but your introduction chapter must be at least 25 pages, up to 30 pages, okay? Then you are going to expand whatever is there in your proposal in your introduction chapter. Then you should talk a little bit about this case. Then you are going to say that, yes, the first chapter of my study would be Pinter's, for example, explanation of postcolonialism. Okay. Then in the third chapter, the researcher is going to talk about the politics in caretaker by Pinter. Pinter. And in the third chapter, the researcher is going to talk about the power politics in the room Pinter, and the final chapter would be the conclusion chapter, and there the researcher is going to show the findings of the first or second chapter and third chapter, along with suggestions for further studies. My dear friends, these are normally normally parts which your proposal must have them in it. Okay? You should prepare your proposal with these elements which I mentioned for you. And inshallah, next session, I am going to tell you one by one how to write, what do you write, what should you write, what can you write for significance of a study, for definition of key terms, for aims and objectives. One by one, I will tell you, inshallah, these cases, and you would be able, inshallah, to write your proposal for me, for the seminar, and also the most important thing is this: you manage how to write your title and proposal for your main thesis. That one is important. That one is very much important. It means that the completion of your MA is only the fourth semester. I mean, is only the writing of thesis. Passing of these classes is very simple. It's very there. You can your teachers can give you marks regardless to your answers. Okay, but here in your thesis, everything must be academic because your name is there, your supervisor name is there on your thesis, and it is like a book. It's like a book, okay? And you should not damage yourself and the honor of yourself and the honor of the supervisor. Otherwise, everything you cannot complete thesis and your MA courses without writing a good thesis, my dear friends. So that's all. That's all. And it's enough for today again. Thank you for listening carefully for these things because these are important, my dear friends. Now I am waiting for your titles. One by one, inshallah, send it to me and I will examine your titles and let you, if I accept them, I will let you to start writing your proposals. Thank you so much also, my friend. And my dears, inform your other friends also. Because we have 35 students in this class for seminar. Please inform them to be in the class. This class is very important. This is not European literature. This is not poetry. This is seminar class, and everyone should attend that because really it is important. Okay, my lovely friends, have a good day. I wish you all the best and enjoy your life. Yeah. Then, inshallah, next session, we will join to find out how to write those parts which I mentioned for you. Thank you very much. I am waiting for your titles also. I am waiting for your titles. Please send your titles. But do not forget, sometimes I got some messages from Iraqi students. They write me, hello doctor, I am very anxious about this, that, but I cannot recognize who are this person because name is not there. To which class? Or sometimes I am getting some emails. Benny, نمیدونم Jennifer Lopez Canny, نمیدونم John Biden extra Joseph. How can I understand who are this person? I cannot understand. Then your name must be there, my dear friends. Your name must be there for me while you are sending something. Put your name there and telling that this is my title. I am this person, okay? Just inform me about your names and send me your titles. Thank you. Have a good day and bye-bye.